Hey guys, it's Jordan here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I am going to be telling you guys about some of the plans that I have for 2020. So if you saw my 2019 recap video, you will know that I'm super excited for 2020. I have a lot of things up my sleeve. I'm going to be sharing some of them, not all of them, but most of them with you. And that's honestly really the only way I can describe it is excitement. So before we get started, be sure you follow me on social media, on Instagram and on YouTube. On Instagram and on Twitter. That is where I post more regularly. I can't talk today, guys. Oh my gosh. That's where I post all the time. So if you want a more day-to-day update on my life and see if I'm smashing these goals, you can follow me on there. They're both at _JustJordy, 2 Y's. It's always linked down below. Okay, so 2020. The first thing I have planned for 2020 is I'm actually competing in my school's pageant, the Miss Sam Houston pageant, on February 6th. I will do a whole series about that, my pageant prep, pageant week vlog, pageant day vlog. I will do all that for you. So basically for this pageant, the top 2 winners, so Miss Sam Houston is the first winner, like the first place winner, and runner up is called Miss Piney Woods. And basically if you win one of those 2, you get to go on to compete in Miss Texas. And so this is under the Miss America organization. So that is what I'll be doing in February. So hopefully, fingers crossed, pray to Jesus Christ, that I will win Miss Sam Houston and then go on to compete in Miss Texas. And of course, I'm going to bring you along for the journey of a lifetime. So that's super exciting. I'm nervous, just a little bit, but mostly excited. I also am launching my website. It's actually already live, but I'm going to be doing the big reveal January 1st, 2020. So by the time you see this video, it's more than likely up. This is the first time I actually bought a whole domain and everything, so you can find all of the aspects of my life on my website, jordanjohnsonmedia.com. I'll probably do a little screen recording right here if I can figure that out. But basically it encompasses me as a whole. It's more professional than what my last website is. So it has an about me, it has my resume on it, and then all the things that I do. So it has my YouTube channel linked to it, as well as my blog and my podcast, which leads me to my next area of things. So I tried starting a blog last year in 2019. I literally only wrote 1 blog post, but that's changing for 2020 because I really do enjoy writing outside of like the academia world. I like writing for fun. So I already have 2 blog posts posted. One is kind of a recap on 2019, and then another one is about the 5 black current beauty queens, at least current at the time that I'm filming this video. The Miss America pageant is actually today. So yeah, I have 2 uploaded right now. I have another one that I already wrote about the impeachment that I'll be posting soon. So I'm really excited to be consistent with that. And then adding on to it, I'm starting a podcast. So this is really exciting. I have done a lot of research on starting a podcast, and I think that's something really cool for me to do. I am all about media and just building my brand through media. So YouTube, had it for years. Blog, I'm reestablishing it, and then adding a podcast as well. So the name of the podcast is NextEra with Jordan Johnson. So I'm really excited to be doing that. So the podcast is basically just a platform for young people to give their opinions and perspectives on hot topics in America. So it doesn't have to necessarily do with politics. It could be with social media. It could be with college life, mental health, healthcare in general, just giving a younger person's perspective on things, because I feel like oftentimes young people are overlooked and older people just kind of look down on young people like we don't know what we're talking about, but we're actually very, very educated, more educated than previous generations, because we have the world in our hands, at our fingertips. So I'm excited to be doing that. It's going to be linked down below. Hopefully it's all uploaded by the time this video is uploaded. I just got all of my gear to start recording, so really excited about that. I already have for all 3 platforms, YouTube, blog, and for my podcast, I have a whole content calendar all the way leading up until March. So the next 3 months are completely planned out. I just need to follow through with it, but I don't think that'll be a problem. I've also applied to some big internships for the summer, some political internships, because we are going to be in an election year. So excited to be in an election year. I've applied for a couple presidential campaigns, not gonna tell you who, and also applied for the Texas Democratic Party. I've had my first round of interviews, and I'll be I have another interview when I get back to Texas. And then I also applied for MAPE, and so you saw that internship video, and I hear back from them in mid-January, February time frame. And then I'm also planning on applying to the Democratic National Committee for an internship, so really excited about those. Also in the spring, I recently have become a Amazon Prime student ambassador, and so I get paid to post on social media and to post on all my platforms about Amazon Prime, and to basically hand out free promo at on campus to my fellow students, classmates. So that's really exciting. I'm glad to do that. Really happy for that opportunity. It's just another thing to put on my resume that I'm able to work in the PR and marketing and advertising field. It's basically like another notch on my belt. Even though it doesn't have to do with politics, I'm really grateful for it, because just say down the line, if America is just gets even more of a shit show than what it is right now, and I just don't want to be in politics anymore, I can fall back on my advertising and PR skills outside of the world of politics. I have my little notebook. You guys probably know I literally write everything. I just, instead of just having things in my head of what I want to do, I like having them written down, so when I accomplish them, I can check them off, and I just feel like it holds me more accountable to doing things and accomplishing my goals. So those are it for like the solid planned things that I have for 2020. Most of it is for the spring semester, and then I have some summer stuff. Leading into the fall, we're just going hard with registering people to vote, with campaigning, with grassroots organizing, volunteering, things like that. Like, we're going hard in January, but just let me know, like, when August hits, it's game on, going full force into that. So I'm really excited about that. But basically 2020 for me is just going to be a year of growth, a year of building my brand and building myself as a person and setting myself up for where I want to be after graduation. Right now I'm in college. I don't really have many bills to pay, and so I'm really focusing on building my brand through media, and just like solidifying what I want to do with my life. And so once I graduate from college, I have all that already set up, and I'm not like scrambling trying to find what I want to do once I already graduate. So you can expect a lot from me. Like I said, I would love it if you subscribe to me on YouTube, if you follow my podcast. I'm going to be posting on anywhere you listen to podcasts, so SoundCloud, Spotify, on iTunes, probably not YouTube because I don't want to oversaturate my YouTube, because I already have content for on here, but you can catch me on those 3 platforms. Also, my blog on my website, check me out there. On Instagram and on Twitter, check me out there as well. We are on our grind all 2020. This is the year of making things happen. There'll be no excuses, and I'm just really excited to bring you along the journey. And before I go, one of the most important things for 2020, I kind of categorize my life. So I have more of my school related goals, so that goes into things like my GPA and like organizations I want to join at school. Then I have more of my like professional related goals, so anything that goes to building my platform, so competing in pageants, it goes to building my platform, my website, my blog, YouTube, social media, that's all for that. And then I have more in my personal life, which also falls into my relationships with my friends and my family, but also my relationship with God. And so that is the number one priority for my year, other than like grinding and then smashing these goals and building my brand. Ultimately, the number one thing is to strengthen my relationship with Christ, and then ultimately strengthening my relationship with Him will strengthen my relationship with my loved ones around me. And so I'm also going to be sharing that as well. That's definitely more of a place that I am more vulnerable in, and so hopefully by me sharing that with you guys, you can learn and grow through me as well. I really love watching Transformation Church on YouTube, so I'm definitely going to be watching a lot of them on the spiritual journey, so I'm really excited about that. It's all going to be linked down below, of course, like it always is. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.